got a weird one for you this week.
That's right. Ever had 4 people in a room?
I'm glad it wasn't you. Enjoy this week's episode. We talk all things Chicago, peeing in your pocket, and what it's like to be me.
Make sure to register to vote. Today on the show, we have Alexis Bevels and Darby Lynn Cartwright.
Wow. I thought I saw a wabbit. Goodbye. Diddle-a-doo-doo.
M.
Oh.
M. Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspod@gmail.com. Now on with the show. How you sloppy you stupid little you that's a you dirty little welcome to Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper, Meatball, and that's Big Dipper.
hello.
Hi.
You know what I did last night?
Cummed. What is it?
Came.
I came.
Yeah.
So that's what you did?
Well, I did do that, but what I wanted to say was something different.
Oh, okay. Well, what were you going to say?
I was going to say I slept super hard all night with my arms and my hands curled up like
I
this
woke
again.
up with my wrist cramped up. What is that? Someone tell me.
I have a wrist brace that I use on my left hand, but I think I need 2.
But aren't you not supposed to sleep on them? You know what? That's really boring conversation.
It isn't for those of us entering our late 30s and our body starts to do weird things.
Entering your late 30s? You've been in your late 30s.
I'm
You're entering your
firmly
40s.
in my...
So now you're going to start lying about your age.
All right.
Please welcome to the stage our guests today. They are the hosts of the Queer Tea Award-winning internet show IMHO. They're 2 true beauties. And just like that, there's a nice one and there's a mean one.
And just like us.
And just like us, there's a, well, I was thinking about that Sarah Jessica Parker show. And
Yeah,
just
and
like that.
that.
And now on that one, there's a lot of mean ones and no nice ones.
I beg to differ. I think there are many nice characters on that show. How about the Italian guy with the big who somehow fell in love with the other one, Anthony Mascarpone?
Please welcome to the stage, Darby and Alexis! Ow, bow, 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 bow.
Hi.
What are those characters'
What are these, the
names
biggest
on
cups
Just
that I've
Like
ever
That?
seen?
Go ahead. You know all the stuff.
Che,
From Che,
No, but what's the gay one's name? Mario.
Dino.
Mario Cantone,
Oh, his boyfriend's name?
Anthony is the
Oh,
Gordon.
Anthony
name.
Maraschino
Magnifier.
cherry, like the cherry.
Right, and
And
he
then-
had the sourdough company.
oh
Yes,
God,
yes,
that
yes.
one tastes like garlic.
I tasted it over here. Can I say, was that our intro? That really was our intro? I'm in my late 30s and I sleep like a little bear.
Yes,
That
that's what
was
he
it?
gave us.
Wait, explain to me
I gave
this.
him
You put your
Camden
hand-
cum.
What
he
would you
went,
prefer?
Oh, well,
I-
she was so
Should
excited
we
about
do
that.
it again?
I wanted it to be more like, okay, can we do it?
Yeah, you guys just
Okay,
do it.
I'm Dipper and you're the meatball, obviously.
Okay. Hi, you nasty little f***ers, I'm little f***er. I'm Alexis P. Bevels, and that's Big Darby.
Hey, it's me, Dipper. Guess
Oh my
what I
God,
did last
I thought
night?
the big boulet was in the room.
Came
I certainly did, but you'll never guess where.
in your mom's... Wait.
Oh, Meatball, you're so crazy. I told you my mom didn't let me do that anymore. I came on my way to voting. I think it's important to vote.
And scene. Yeah, something like that would have been
Something like
a
that
lot
would have
better.
been
Something
great.
politically charged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, we have to vote. So
There it is.
And vote.
And vote. Hey, get out there and vote.
Get out there and vote.
She just really wanted to stop talking about And Just Like That because she knows how much I love
I
it.
hate it.
Oh, sorry. That's
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
I didn't mean to bring
I
it
It
didn't
was
up.
watch
bad.
it, and I'm tired of her forcing her lifestyle on me. Like,
That
I'm
makes
an
sense.
ally, but only so far.
So you both have been here on the program before, but you were solo,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and now
Well,
it's,
yes.
it's a group thing.
It's been well over a year.
Well, you're-
since
you're-
either
Has
of
it
us
really been a
premiered.
year?
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. And I'm not
so.
I
counting.
think so.
No.
Well, you did it.
I did it
she
before
did
she
it-
moved here.
She did it in the month that I hadn't moved here yet.
So May.
Oh, we've been doing this so long, I can't remember anything.
But now you've both like fully settled in Los Angeles.
You've already moved
Yeah.
once.
Our faces
Yes.
have
Which is
settled.
insane.
Our faces have
I needed
settled.
air conditioning, and now I have it, and I don't
Oh,
Big
move
slay.
ever
yeah,
again.
that's a huge sleigh.
Yeah.
You don't get that out here often. Every building was
No.
built
You
in the
don't?
50s. No.
Oh, I did.
Well, you live out in the valley.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have 5 minutes down the road.
Yeah,
As
that's
we were on our way
nice.
here, I was like, this is so nice of them to have their studio so close to my house. Listen,
Do you feel like Angelinos now?
No.
Are you registered to vote?
Yeah, do you have
Yeah,
the-
yeah.
I know that's a really big issue for you, and I want to say yes.
Are you registered to
I
vote?
voted here before.
Oh,
I
sorry.
voted.
Oh.
I went to an elementary school. I did have to let the people at the school know that I'm not technically supposed to be there. And then I
But
said,
I'm here for my civic duty.
and I said, but I got to vote. There's no kids here. So, sorry, did I take it down too
No, it's
honest?
fine.
No.
It's fine. It's fine.
Honesty is fine.
So I hit all the buttons, and then I left.
How crazy.
I know. Yeah, I don't know that we feel like Angelinos yet, but we certainly don't feel cold anymore.
I don't feel.
But do you feel
yeah.
cold
best.
now? Because
I
it
am
is like
freezing. It's
actually-
50-something degrees.
yeah, and for us that's like freezing.
Yeah.
We did acclimate very quickly,
Yeah.
except for her.
Bodily. Yeah. No,
You miss
well,
the
I like the
cold.
cold. So that's something I missed. But now my body's
You heard the
acclimated
song "Let
to
It
this.
Go"? It's
Let-
about her.
Yeah.
She says the cold never bothered me anyway. She said the cold never
Oh,
bothered me
I
anyway.
love that. You know what?
You know what
I
she
love
said?
the cold never bothered- why don't you say it?
anyway.
like have you seen Idina Menzel? She's on TikTok now. She's really trying it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's in charge of that old lady's TikTok?
What? Would you
I
give
feel
out
like
with that
Nick
pop
Lawson.
song?
I think I'm
I'm a little worried about Nick.
Big Pharma, Big Pharma. When she did that like dance song, and then she's like, "Cold never bothered me." Like, come on, have a Disney song and move on. Listen, I will say this right here, right now.
Well, she wants to stay
I am
relevant.
not
She likes to
Adina's
dance.
biggest fan. I'm just not personally. She's not my alpha,
Well, Shoshana Bean is the alpha.
obviously.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
And she's not my Elsa.
Who's your Elsa?
Who's your Elsa?
Alexis P.
Alexis.
Bevels.
Oh,
That's
Cold
right.
never bothered
It's been
me
here right the whole
anyway.
time.
The
Yeah.
cold never bothered me anyway.
Do you guys ever miss Chicago?
That is a loaded question because if we say no, they will hunt us down. Yes, of course. Like we miss the community. Like I miss 2 or 3
Yeah.
people.
You feel like you went out a lot more when you lived in Chicago? 'Cause
Hanging
you
out
just
at
sort of
Berlin a lot
stumbled down
more?
the street?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It was easier to like be out.
Yeah.
and we were working at bars and now the only time I ever really go out is when I go to Meatball Show.
Slot.
Yeah.
When I go to Fat Slot.
And I have to
Precinct's
pay you
really
to be
the only-
there.
And thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
And thank you for doing that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, as your intro suggests, we are also in our late 30s, and
Early late 30s. Here.
well, is that a thing?
yeah, late mid, early late. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, if you throw enough adjectives at us, we'll get confused. I like to go to Target. Oh my God, I went to CVS yesterday. You want to hear something?
Yes.
Sure.
I went to the CVS by my house. This is what I do. For those of you at home, I'm turning my head. I went, that's Will Ferrell. Elf walked in and he picked up, well, I remember him
2
picking up
douches.
wrapping paper.
Oh.
And I was like, Buddy the Elf is buying wrapping paper. Stars there just like us. But my husband said that he was picking up a basket. And I said, that's not funny.
That's not as funny as that wrapping paper.
Yeah.
Maybe he was picking up a basket and then he was going to wrap it in paper to
Right
do his
there in the
shopping.
store.
That's what he'd do. I gotta say, he's not as tall as I thought he would be.
Oh, is he not? I thought he was like 6'5".
That's what I thought, but I gotta say, well, it was from a distance. Art,
From a distance.
you know?
Yeah.
I thought he was about 6'2". Can we Google that? Hey Siri, how tall is
She's
Will
got the
Ferrell?
computer. Get them little
got the
chubby little
Googler.
digits up to some work.
But as a Queer Tea award-winning web host
Mhm.
myself, I know as a celebrity that you don't like to be accosted.
Oh,
while shopping
absolutely.
For
Oh, yeah.
6'3".
CVS. Yeah, not 6'5".
No.
Not 6'5".
Wait,
2
you're
inches
like
short.
what?
I'm 6'1".
Yeah, so you
Wait,
probably...
you're 6'1"?
Yeah,
Yes,
bitch.
girl.
She's tall.
I'm
The
all
thing about
bone.
their
Yeah.
show on the internet is they're always seated, and you never
Thank
see
you.
their
Oh, and then
bottom
every
half.
time I'm talking to you,
And
I'm in heels.
So
Well,
no one
she's-
ever
big boy
knows.
And so
shit.
are our
She's
viewers.
seated,
They're
I'm
always
standing.
sat.
They're
Right,
sat,
yeah.
baby.
They're always
sat.
sat. No cap.
Yeah, and you have
No.
Oh
short
my God,
horses,
you
right?
like to stay young with your phrases.
True.
Yeah. Ask me any. Give me a question. I'll respond as a Gen Z.
Are you
Have
planning
you-
to vote?
I know that that's very important to you, but that question sucks. Do it.
Have you ever purchased a Subway sandwich from a grocery store?
Millennials wear ugly jeans.
No cap.
Yeah. Why are they so mad at us for wearing skinny jeans
Okay, I gotta
still?
say,
And what's wrong
as
with hats?
millennials, we are elder
What
millennials.
is wrong? Wow.
Listen, boomers said that we were the participation trophy generation and we were going to ruin the world. So we always grew up with literally our parents' friends bullying us.
Exactly.
And now children are bullying us. When do we get a break? Although we win because we get all this technology, we get to really enjoy life, and then we're going to get to age. We're going to get to die at like 70 or 40 probably.
I'm thinking
And
32.
The younger generation, they won't live to see 40. You won't even get to wear ugly jeans, you young.
And you won't even have middle parts either. They're
See,
against the middle part.
I
No,
think
they're all
gonna
for a
live-
middle
I
part.
They
think
love
they're
a
gonna-
middle part.
They hate the side
Oh,
part.
they hate side.
And they don't like
yeah.
bangs either.
I think they're going to live till they're like 120 because of all of the
Am I moving?
advancements in
Juvederm.
You can't live in fire.
medical technology.
You can't live in fire.
No, they're gonna have lives. They're gonna have to move inside these like weird tents, and they're gonna have to wear swim shirts outside to protect themselves from the sun.
Yeah, for
Fire
those of you at
festival.
home, Dipper is wearing a shirt that
swim
was
shirt.
made for water.
It is. It's a
But
UV
you
resistant
didn't know
swim
that.
shirt. No, he went on Amazon. He went on Jeff Bezos' website and said, "I need a tight shirt that's fun and friendly."
It is. It hugs you, babe.
Can I ask you
It's
some
given
questions here?
real tit.
I bet the water.
Y'all
whips.
stay.
I
Y'all
bet the
stay
water
up to date
whips.
on everything. Y'all are basically millennials in your brain.
No cap.
Well, no, we are millennials, right?
We're elder millennials.
Or sorry,
They're
Gen
Gen-
Xers in your brain.
Gen
How about
Oh.
how about Alf?
Whatever. I don't care. I'm too old.
Hey, why are all the queens doing stunts that cause injury?
Oh, like the two girls on the thing and they fell.
Spinning around, and
I
then
think they
the
just
one.
want Meatball to retweet them. I
First of
honestly
all-
think that is their goal. They want to see what song Meatball is going to put.
I had to stop doing that because everyone else started doing it, and they were better than me. So I was like, you know what? Let the people have it.
Listen. You have to know yourself.
Oh,
You
yeah,
have to
yeah.
be able to see yourself as the world does.
Exactly.
And I think for the most part you don't. But that that was
What-
good.
What? would
Oh,
you-
I'm lightheaded after that one.
After
that one got
one laugh.
that laugh got me. I'm here.
Alexis, I'm so sorry. I interrupted you.
I don't remember the question.
Great.
What is the craziest stunt you've ever done? Because we've seen these
Do
like
it.
queens
Tell the
swinging through the
story.
air. We see
See the one girl in the Philippines do like a back
Flip over
thing and then
the-
Oh
fall.
my
off the
God.
scaffolding.
And then she reposted and was like, "Hey everybody, I'm alive. I used to do that all the time. Blah 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 blah." And she was like, basically being like, "Don't judge me for doing it. I'm gonna judge you for doing it because it didn't look like you knew what you were doing."
And there's of course the Floridian queen of the bus.
Okay, that one I don't care as much about because
She
she's
jumps
like,
off the side of the bus, but
well,
it
she
always
hangs
looks
off
amazing.
and she looks like she knows what she's doing.
What was the girls that were spinning and fell?
Are they okay?
They're
That's
fine.
there's a club. That club does that. The girls swing out
But I
over
think they
them. Like
normally only
Laganja
do
has been
one
there and did it.
girl.
Yeah. So this one didn't know the weight limit.
we as queer people,
This is why
we
I
get
want.
to choose our family, but we don't have insurance.
We
Like
do
we
not.
have to stop.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Listen, we need to choose health, wellness.
Voting.
No cap.
Voting.
No, yeah.
What is the craziest stunt you've ever done?
I mean,
Do
I
it.
guess, okay, one time we were doing Darby and I were both doing one of our first shows, Shea Coulee's show Face at Hydrate.
Hashtag
I remember
face.
that.
Hashtag.
Hashtag face.
face.
And it was the Broadway night.
And there
And
were
I-
only 7 drag queens in Chicago at the time, and all of them now have been on
I
TV
do not
except
believe
for
that.
us.
Except for us.
Or
too.
Kelly Lauren. She hasn't been on TV either.
Yeah.
Kelly Rowland.
This might have been before she
Lauren,
moved there
she's a
because she's
giant,
actually from
beautiful
Houston.
cat.
I was doing a number and the
Cat?
CD kept skipping, and I was so embarrassed. And I
Remember
really
bringing
wanted,
CDs?
I remember CDs.
I really wanted the host to just do like shepherd's hook off me. The stage
yeah, like
to
Shepherd's
me.
like the Apollo.
Right.
Yeah.
And it wasn't happening.
apostles.
But luckily, the CD got itself
apostles of
together
the
and
Apollo.
stopped skipping. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to do some Sinead turns. It was like a stage on a runway. So I did some turns on the runway, and there was a table right here to my left. And I thought, oh, this table looks a lot closer than it did a minute ago because I was falling into it. So I tried to be cute, and I tried to step onto the table because drag queens are crazy and they do crazy stunts. But it had a tablecloth on it, and my foot slipped out from under, and I dove into these 2 boys. I dove like right into them. My hands hit the ground first, and my heel like tore open this guy's shoulder. He was bleeding.
He was in the
He
wrong
was
place.
fine.
But
Yeah,
she
he chose to
dives,
sit there.
She dives off the table, and there is a red curtain blocking like the back wall and the back entrance. And she dives and disappears under the curtain. And it was at the final beat of the song. It
It
looked
was
planned.
at the final beat of the song. Yes.
Oh,
well, that's kind of perfect
It
because then
looks-
you can
that sounds like a
pack your
magic
things up
trick.
and get the
Shit.
out of there.
You
But-
went Houdini.
There were 5 people there,
And they were all
Hashtag
quiet.
face.
And
and
the-
one
and
of
the
them was
host-
injured.
and the host was like, is she okay? Like,
Yeah.
it was really
I
embarrassing.
loved it.
I
It's when
wish
I
it was
fell in
on
love with
camera.
her.
Yeah, that was early in our friendship.
Yeah, I still had a lot of hope.
That's why now, anytime something bad happens at Precinct, I always try to get the time that it happened at to watch it on the security footage later because it's very funny.
Ooh, I
Because
love
recently,
security
Rubella
footage.
at Fat Slut
She
decided
fell
that she wanted to do
hard.
some poppers. And like she hasn't seen me and been there for every single one of the shows. She decided to run across the tarp that was covered in food and just slipped and fell, and her wig fell off. And like,
She's tall too, so she
saw
must have taken a while to
she's-
fall.
yeah, well, strangely,
went
very
down
quick,
fast.
very fast.
Yeah.
She's an
And no one
efficient
wanted to.
DJ.
I didn't offer to help. I just started laughing hysterically.
Well, it's funny.
It's funny when a drag queen falls.
My biggest
Yeah.
stunt in drag, thank you for asking.
What was the next question?
Very early in my drag career, again, we started drag in Chicago when literally the only drag queens were like Kimchi, Shea Coulee, Pearl. What was the girl's name? Ruby?
Ruby D.
I loved her.
Yeah.
She turned in circles. That's
Ruby
all she
Dee.
did. I
Died in a
loved it.
fire.
She would just do this.
What happened to the man that you
Debbie
cut?
Fox?
Did he like
Remember Debbie
Debbie
Fox?
Fox? She's
or-
still
He
alive.
was fine. I guess.
Remember
You never asked.
Dita,
Yeah,
of course.
he was
Trixie
charmed by
when
my
Milwaukee was
performance.
busy.
At least you like
yeah.
disappeared.
I'm trying to remember all
But
those.
early
yes.
on, we would get booked for a lot of shows that we definitely had no business being in just because they didn't have a lot of people. And so my trickiest thing I ever did was one of the first shows I did, I tried to dance.
Time set?
Riverdance?
It was tough. Okay.
Swing dance?
Pot of Bourrée.
No. I said, well, I'll just do what I see the other drag queens do. And so I did a lot of pointing. I did a lot
That's my move.
like that. And then I realized I forgot the words. I got too
Also
into
my
the
move.
pointing. So then I did the Macarena for the rest of the song.
Ooh,
Actually,
that's
really
my
funny.
move.
Thank you.
I think my worst was when I did a cartwheel on an unsturdy platform and it fell and then broke my hip.
Oh.
You broke your head.
Yeah, it was no fun. And the best part was that it was to the song I Want to Dance with Somebody. So when I was down screaming help, everyone thought it was like part of the joke.
It was a bit.
And so no one was
Oh,
helping. They were
You
laughing.
needed
I
some.
love
And I
when people
needed some help.
fall. Listen, I don't.
I love when people fall.
It's
That's
so
all
great.
we watch at her house after we film.
Mhm.
We'll kind of decompress watching fails on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
If I see an old person fall,
Mhm. Or get hit in the balls.
Ooh.
but I don't like seeing children fall because like they're so close to the ground. Like, do something better, you know?
Do you think that we could blame Miss Toto for this because she is the stunt queen? She does all the backflips and the splits and the.
Listen, for those of you who've not seen Miss Toto in real life, what she does cannot be described.
No.
Yeah.
It's electricity. It's electric.
Mhm.
Boogie, oogie, oogie, oogie.
Yep.
That's all. It's incredible. I mean, what do you have to say to that? Obviously nothing.
She's incredible. No, there was one girl, I don't remember her name, but she did try to do a jump off of a bar, a very famous bar in Chicago called Bar Redacted. And she landed on her teeth.
She fell.
You're not
I
done with
watched
it?
that.
Or you just don't want to say her name.
Right.
Got it.
Because
She
from
fell on
behind, she
her
looked like
teeth.
Bijou Bentley.
No.
No.
Oh, I was thinking of the pink suit jacket jumping and then.
It was very similar to that. Yes.
Okay.
But she chipped her tooth. She fell teeth first.
Ooh.
And then guess what?
Teeth
Didn't have
first.
health insurance, did she?
No.
No, but
So she
she
had a
did continue to be problematic.
Chicago kind of like has a lot of that.
Listen, it's a plethora. Okay, we believe in diversity, which is why we were such big stars. And you get all kinds. There are some of the funniest queens, though. I gotta say, I don't engage in a lot of the Chicago Twitter because
Mhm.
it just.
Well, it's less crazy now. No one's
But
really
I do
fighting
love to
anymore.
watch it.
It's because we moved.
I do love to watch.
We were
It was
we were
y'all.
the kindling.
Y'all were the problem.
Yeah.
Alexis.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
Dun 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 dun.
Ha! And we're back. Ooh, I got it at the end there, right?
I
Mhm.
never
No?
fell.
Not on once.
What is it like not being able to sing and like wanting
It's
to?
truly a nightmare. Like,
It's gotta
it's so hard because I want to so bad. And
That
then when I
sucks.
listen to recordings of me and like even my voice teacher is just like, you had it last week. Where'd it go? You know what I mean?
No, I don't. I've never
Are you
been
taking
told that.
voice?
Yeah, I've been taking voice lessons for like close to a damn near year.
Wait, really?
Yes, and I'm
To
still
learn to do
so
what?
bad at it. Just have more vocal control. I want to be able to go lower and like have my speaking voice not be as annoying.
Oh, you're doing gender
No.
affirming care.
I am doing gender affirming
Well,
care.
I'm personally against that, but good for you.
But it's not working.
yeah.
He just says like, "Are you practicing?" And it's like, "I am," but I think if you just keep practicing wrong, nothing good happens.
Is it over Zoom or is it in real life?
It's Zoom.
Yeah. So you need to get someone right and well, no,
No,
Zoom's
it's
fine.
fine.
Zoom's fine. Listen, we are accomplished singers, and so
But
we
you
can't
stopped.
relate. Yeah.
You stopped.
Wait. We stopped because the place we were doing our show here in LA burned down.
Oh right, and
yeah,
that
just
horrible
sort of
tragic fire.
meta-
Yeah, that tragic fire
metaphorically.
took so many.
I heard it was my
lives.
feathers that caused the fire because I
Well,
did
they were
leave
chicken.
A,
They
leave
were
a trail
chicken.
of pink chicken feathers.
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
What was the place?
It's gone.
It's gone. We
It's
can't
gone.
even talk
You
about
can't even
it.
talk about
Place
it. It's so crazy that
redacted.
sometimes when people
No,
die.
the girl that ran it, the woman we had to work with, was a goddamn nightmare. She's one of those people that was like, I'm from Brooklyn, okay? I'm from Brooklyn. Is that good?
yeah,
That's a good Brooklyn
sounds just like
accent.
Brooklyn.
I'm from Brooklyn, and I like weird drag. I like it to be really weird. So I want us to like offend people. I want to see messy shit. And I was like, well, we'll sing show tunes.
Not a
Yeah.
fit.
Yeah, not a
It's,
great
it
fit.
really sucks sometimes.
She got
when
fired
people,
though.
Yeah, well, you're gonna get that.
Oh.
Then she sent an email and she was like, hey, I really loved working with you and I hope we can work together again in the future. You did?
Bitch, why?
Ma'am, one of the last conversations we had was literally she says this. She says, and I said, she says, I love your show. It's just like people really seem to enjoy it, but I don't like the singing part. We started
the
the
whole
show
show.
45 minutes of us singing, and then
Yeah.
the rest would be like Meatball coming in and on the floor or whatever she does. And I was like, oh, so you don't like what we do. And then she emails after she gets fired.
I loved working with you.
I loved it. I hope we can work together again soon. I hope you go back to Brooklyn, bitch.
She probably did.
She did.
I hate when you end up working with people who have like never worked with drag queens before and they have no reference
Mm-mm.
to what they want. They're just like, oh, I thought you just kind of like showed up and like danced around and it was done. And it's like, well, no, I need a dressing room and like I
Oh.
need water and like a place
Remember
to
the
sit.
dressing room we had? Weren't you at the first show?
No,
Yeah.
And we were in
it
that
was a
tiny little
closet.
closet. And we were like,
Less
can
than
we
half of the
get
size.
more room?
And they had another dressing room. They just didn't give it to you.
Girl, it was a hotel.
It was a hotel. You could have a hotel room. But to be fair, there weren't no rooms on that floor. So it would have had
There
to
was
be
a
like,
hotel room right underneath, though. Like,
Oh.
Yeah.
you go down the stairs.
To be fair.
And then when she did get us that for our
She
next show,
said- she
she
said,
said,
Now I'm paying for this.
now
So,
I want you to know I'm paying for this. And she said it how many times?
like
it's a hotel room at a
$12 million.
hotel. It should be free if you work there.
Anyway, rest in
Yeah.
peace. We heard that
She's
she's,
from
no longer
Brooklyn.
with us
Well, because of the fire.
because of the fire. She started it and finished it. She finished what she started.
No cap. Hey, is anyone watching the challenge, the Squid Game challenge on Netflix?
Only clips on TikTok. Did you start it?
I'm watching
No,
it.
but
You watched it?
one of the girlies on it was Bar Redacted's Pride Float designer.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gay guys on it.
Yeah. I
And-
was like, oh, I know that one.
And you know that TikToker with the fat ass who had
Yes.
the moving company?
Yes.
He's on it.
Yeah.
And then there's some guy named like Paul Bunyan or Scott or something who lives here in LA and frequents
Did you say
Bitch Pudding Show.
Paul Bunyan or,
Or
Scott.
Well, his Instagram is Paul Bunyan-ish,
Okay.
and I believe his name is Scott.
I just love that it's like, well, it's something like Paul
or
Bunyan
Scott or Paul Blart
Todd.
or
Yeah.
Todd or whatever.
Oh,
Wait, you watched it?
I have been watching it, and it
I hear they edit out the
The long
part that
breaks.
makes you understand how hard it is.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So,
So
it looks
it's
like
still-
the real Squid
it's
It
Game.
looks like the
still
real Squid Games, but like
looks really
when you have to
challenging.
do that,
And it's really
I'll let you talk.
Okay. No,
No,
go
no,
ahead.
I was just kidding.
Oh. It looks really challenging because there's 450 people on the show and there's like they're like playing the games. But I don't know. Like everyone on TikTok is like, oh, it actually took 9 hours for us to play red light, green light because they had to figure out who actually moved and who didn't. And I'm like, would that be more interesting? And when you watch all of the show, like everything else is way more interesting than that first game.
Do they die?
No.
Well, they have
They have to wear
They have
squibs.
Squib games
It's
the
the
Squid
Squid Games.
in
Oh,
their
and it
shirts.
explodes?
It
Yeah.
explodes,
So
and
it
that's how
looks
you know
like
if you
blood.
die. Well, it looks like it's
See,
black.
I think it's really cool.
I kind of want to
But
watch it.
doesn't it kind of go against the purpose of the TV show Squid Games, which was like kind of pointing fun at like capitalism and what people are willing to do for money?
Capitalism is bomb.
Yes, except there's no one dying though.
We can buy
See,
stuff.
Like in the TV show, they were just killing people,
Frankly,
and
some
you
of
were
those people should die.
sacrificing people's
Remember the
lives.
guy on the
Contestant
fridge?
432.
But the editing is so good because he's the villain, and then all of a sudden you're kind of rooting for him. when
Never
he
once
does.
did I root for him.
Not when he like talked to the old lady. And,
Not
like,
not
revealed that
once
he
when
was
the old
nice.
lady talked to him.
the only thing I
The old
remember
lady
from
was
the
literally like,
Squid
"You're a
Games-
bitch."
Remember the hot guy that slaps him in the
Yeah.
thing?
Mhm.
That was the hottest man I've ever seen in my entire
Oh,
life. He was
yeah.
so tall. I want him to slap me and slap me hard. I watch K-dramas. It's one of my favorite things to do. I
Oh,
watch
yeah.
Korean
Oh.
dramas a lot. And I do have
So
to
you really got to
say-
put your phone down.
Yes. Yes, which is why, okay, thank you for bringing it up.
You're welcome, because
it's
I
really
get
hard.
really annoyed when Michael and I are watching something and he's on his phone the whole time, and then he's like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "Put your
You have
phone
to
down."
read the subtitles. It's really hard. Listen, we review as many of the international drag races as we can.
Except for the boring ones.
But I gotta say, no, we do the boring. But like, it does. Yeah, you have to put your phone down, and you really have to read. And then anytime you want to take a note, you have to pause it. I'm just saying, we don't
Take
get
a
enough
note.
sympathy.
Take a
Alexis,
note. Take a
Yeah.
note.
Alexis,
Yes.
What are the franchises you all have covered this year?
Oh my God.
You know she doesn't know.
From the beginning of the year to now. Well,
Yeah.
we just did a huge string of like Drag Race Mexico, Brazil. We're finishing up Germany, UK. Is there an All Stars happening? No, Canada
Canada and Dracula.
and Dragula. So that's
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Do
Do
the
they-
international girls like appreciate you?
They do.
Who are these ladies? Who are these
Well,
dogs?
Tamara does not.
Who are these
appreciate-
dogs?
Tamara doesn't
And
like
I
us.
think technically she was talking about Alexis's boobs. So I just want to be clear there.
My favorite was Tia Coffee coming in and doing it again.
Bitch.
she gets the
She
joke.
get in there and she did the joke. And so I responded, "Oh my God, Tia, you have to stop." And she sent me this voice memo and she was like, I was watching that and I saw the Tamara story and I thought it was so funny that I made like a mental note that if you ever said my name again,
she
I'm going to
paused our
make the
video
same.
so she could make a note because she
So she-
watches it with subtitles.
Right, because our accents are nuts.
Yeah.
And then she was like, and then 5 minutes later, you said my name. She's like, I was so excited. Miss Tia Coffee. And I
I
said her
love
name
her.
after saying that. Like, I love her too. I hated her drag on the show at the beginning of the
You
show.
know who else hated it?
At the
Him.
beginning,
And
at
you
the
know what?
beginning.
He was saying it to her face when we had her on the podcast, and the audience did not like that at all. Thoughts?
Dipper.
I was just being honest.
Pretend
No
that
cap.
she's Tia Coffee. What did you say?
I said you're so talented, and I'm so excited to have like your outside match your insides once you get there.
Once you get there,
It was very like, you're not there yet, babes, but one day you're gonna be a
your
star.
shirt came from a pool.
Yeah, but I don't.
Who are you?
From a
This
pool.
this boy got a lot to say.
I
Dog.
I don't ever attempt to pass myself off as a drag artist.
You have a lot of opinions, though.
Yeah, you have so many opinions for someone that doesn't do drag.
I'm an opinionated person. That's illegal?
Well,
Well.
we're trying to make it illegal. Everyone needs to register to vote.
Vote him out.
Vote him out.
Do you ever get like drag fatigue from watching all of it? Like, are you just like every
all the
time it's like a
time.
nightmare?
I mean, yes, but also we do find the joy. Once we start filming, like, yeah, it can be a lot when it's 10 a.m. and I'm watching 4 episodes of Drag Race back to back to get ready to film.
that are in
God.
German. and
We
you
just filmed
have
3
to-
episodes like yesterday.
Yeah.
And so that's a lot. But then once we start talking about it, I do get really excited to talk about it.
I do too.
No, you
and
don't. You barely
Whoa.
talk.
no, that's just right
too.
now.
Yeah, it's challenging.
I don't. Yeah, I enjoy talking with you. I enjoy being with my best friend.
I
and
love doing it, and I
chit-chatting.
love doing this job, and it's the best job. I don't know. Once you get down to once you let go of all the producer and you're really not. What we used to do on our show is we would take detailed notes and we'd be like, and then this person said this, and the camera cut over here, and I noticed that was a burnout for sure.
Yeah.
And now that we're basically just, as long as we get the looks
The
down, we're
looks and
fine.
the
I think
main
it's a lot
points.
more fun.
Yeah.
I also really I geek out every time one of the international girls reaches out. Whenever someone DMs me, I lose my just because they're so far away.
The world is so big.
And that they
It's
know
so
about you so
fun.
far away.
It
They're
is
so
so
far
fun.
away.
Have you ever had millionaire drag queen Lady Camden on the program?
We did.
have.
We met. We went to
When we
San
were in
Francisco.
Oh, when you were in San Francisco, I remember that. You shot it
We
at
got to hang out
Bo.
with her.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
She's
That was so fun.
So
she's
rich.
genuinely
And so
funny.
booked.
So
She's
funny.
genuinely funny.
Very funny.
And so nice.
And she's a great body.
Slamming bod.
Slam and bod.
Tiny
I
little twink.
also, I just,
But like a thick ass that you wouldn't expect.
Well, that's where the money comes in.
Dancer.
Dancer's ass.
dancer.
Dancer.
And I also
BBL.
just love her face. I think
She
she's
got a
so
BBL.
beautiful.
The LC
no,
BBL.
she
She
didn't.
got the BBL.
Yeah.
Lady Camden got a BBL. Everyone knows that.
I think she could very easily look like a witch.
What?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
If styled or painted that way.
Listen, the cold never bother her. Listen, this is what I says this.
So what's
Well,
the
never-
future of IMHO? Like, what do y'all got coming down the pipeline?
Well, I'm really excited. I planned this for next year.
You're gonna burn down.
We're
a
gonna
hotel?
call it Alexis's hospice journey. She doesn't know it yet, but I think she's sick. And so next year,
I actually
Oh,
am
I'm getting very
over.
lightheaded. I need to stop drinking these Red Bulls.
how many have you had?
This is my fourth.
Okay.
In just today?
Since I've been here. I got here at 12, 15.
Oh my god!
It's not water.
It's not water. It's Mimi.
Can I make a confession?
What,
Sure.
cunt?
When I did sloppy seconds well over a year ago, I was on Adderall.
Bum, bum.
Are you on
Are you on
Adderall
Adderall right now?
every-
No,
day?
I'm on. This is my third Stanley of coffee, though.
I do a huge coffee every
You know what it was?
morning.
Is I used to hide. I don't do Adderall anymore because I'm a monster on it. But I used to hide it in my dead grandma's vase. She's not inside it. She's in hell.
Okay.
And I was moving something, and it fell over, and like half an Adderall fell out. And I was like, I haven't done Adderall in ages. This could be fun. And then I watched the episode back, and I was like, oh yeah, I was on drugs.
I couldn't tell.
I talked nonstop.
Well, that's what
Well-
we liked about it.
Well, give me an Adderall.
I wish
Are
I
you-
was on it.
Damn.
I had
Anyway.
to stop doing Adderall because it turned me into like a literal monster zombie. Like
100%.
I didn't have any personality,
You're-
but I would also be like, "Shut up! Stop talking to me to people."
You're fun for about 10 minutes.
oh yeah.
And then you're mad.
And then if
and
you
then
mix
you're
it with
really
alcohol,
mad.
it's wild. The experience.
Well, I mean, I don't drink, so I wouldn't know.
I have.
I was mixing it with alcohol. I was taking about 100 milligrams a day, and I was mixing it with a lot of.
100 milligrams a day.
It almost killed me. My doctor.
100 milligrams
It
a
just
day?
about killed me. I had to go to the doctor because I was like, my heart won't stop racing and my lower back hurts. And he goes, "Well, let's take a look." And he was like, "What have you been taking?" And
Your
I was
lower
like,
back was filled with Adderall.
"It was just."
It
He
just
cracked
settled.
it open and it all
fell
fell out like a
out.
pinata. No, but he was like, "We gotta get your heart rate figured out." And then I was like, "Well, I am on 100 milligrams of Adderall." And he was like, "You're going to die."
100 milligrams.
I had been
That's
taking it
crazy.
from the age of 13. I like was diagnosed with ADHD when I was 13 years old.
No.
I went on Adderall. All my grades went right up. Got all A's. Like immediately, it solved the problem.
Oh, we need to put more kids on Adderall then.
There's an Adderall shortage because of the laws.
Well, we need to change the laws. Everyone needs to register.
Anyway,
to
now
vote.
I'm on
Register to
meth.
vote.
Everyone needs to register.
What
to
is
vote.
your confession, Alexis?
I was put on Benadryl at a very young age.
So is that why you're so?
I take
No,
that
I was
sometimes-
gonna
I
do
take
another
that sometimes with
confession, but
whiskey
the
to go to
moment's
bed.
Oh.
You're also allergic to a lot of things.
I am allergic to like life. You ever do one of those allergy tests where they stick
Yeah.
a bunch of
Yes.
pins in your back?
No.
What'd you get?
Well, they told me Snickers.
10 out
but
of
I
They
10.
was,
said bingo.
Snickers.
they told me Snickers, but I was like, I'm not giving up Snickers, you idiot.
Wait, how specifically?
How often
Snickers?
do you eat
I
Snickers?
might have said chocolate. Listen, the point is, I didn't pay attention to
sorry,
that.
Sorry.
What else? I'm allergic to grass and trees.
I'm probably allergic to grass and trees and definitely heat, which I.
I'm allergic to
A
haters.
heat allergy.
Yeah, that's why I need AC on at all times, everywhere I am.
You like to be freezing cold?
She
And
does.
I
I
have
do
to
too.
be.
She does.
I was like walking around my house today just in my underwear and it was
I
freezing.
think it's self-love. I think if you make yourself cold, like having a house that's cold and you do drag, that's a nice thing.
Yeah.
Although, listen, I'm so thin. Okay.
Yeah, you're a pencil.
And so I do have like a little space heater that follows me around the house. Because otherwise I do this.
Oh,
I'm cold.
Did I talk to you on the podcast about what my landlord texted me?
Yeah, you already told us.
Oh, okay.
Because he had his AC on last week.
My AC's on still
Yeah.
right now.
Mine's on
Running.
all the
But
time.
his landlord texted him and was like, "Hey, your AC is on." Like it's any of his business.
He said, "Are you at home? Your living room air conditioning is running."
Who's
I said, "Yes."
"Oh yeah, you're gonna have to bleep that." But yeah, his name is.
And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Okay, just wondering, as it's rather cool out." I wrote,
No.
"Do you need me to turn it off?"
Mind your own
Is it
business.
a unit?
He wrote, "That is your choice. Is your fan working? Just wondering." I said, "I assume so. I don't use it often." He said, "Sure. You might be surprised how it could cool the apartment with the windows open. Just saying."
Was he paying for
I
it?
He
said,
ended it
no.
with just saying.
And I said, "Would you prefer I do that?" He said, "It's up to you, of course. It just might be cheaper for you. You might experiment, ...
That's a dad text message if I've ever seen one.
And
You
I
might
wrote-
experiment.
Okay. It didn't change a thing.
How did you spell it?
But your fan's
okay.
not on as well as the
Oh.
AC?
I would
No, I
spell it
just had
out.
that-
I put
and
the okay with the period.
period, baby.
I live above the
A garage.
that is full of all the hot water heaters for the whole building.
You
So
live
it's like,
above a garage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you're in your late 30s.
You technically live above a garage.
Yeah.
it's
Well,
like that.
technically. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's a townhouse. Okay. I have a roof. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
We
roofs.
both. I have a townhouse too.
I've never been invited.
Yeah, me
I've
neither.
literally fallen down the stairs of my townhouse in front of you. And yet I've never
I
been
remember
invited.
that. That
I have
was
a
very
video, I actually
funny.
have a video of that on my phone.
Oh, can
What?
you-
You were
Just-
recording
can
me
you
going down
send
the
that to
stairs.
I just recently came
Can you get
across
that?
it.
Can I do
And
that?
you're
Get that?
screaming, "Stop filming, stop filming." Your pants fell down, your whole ass was out.
yes.
No.
Your
And I
dog
thought,
was
oh
shoving
yeah, and
you
you
down
got Coke all over the wall.
Your husband-
Coca-Cola.
Your husband
I
took his wedding ring.
threw a bunch of chicken nuggets, basically.
And then
That's
your
all that
husband came
happened.
running
Your
up to
husband
eat
took
it.
his wedding ring off and threw it in your face. And he was
That's
like,
only because we are opening things up.
Oh God, that's always so
Well,
crazy.
that's
How are you dealing with jealousy?
yeah.
Not well.
Please invite me to the divorce
It
party.
is not going well.
It never does at the beginning.
We're
And we'll
gonna
be
go
right
ahead and
back
take a
after
break.
this break. You're gonna go on a break from your husband. Bye. And we're back.
Not having a break and you saying we're going on break and then immediately coming back from a break. No cap. It's it's alarming.
Did you know?
Oh no,
Do you not like this line of questioning?
I don't know where we are anymore.
We're in the third segment.
Hello. Welcome
Hello.
back.
Did you know that there is a Back to the Future musical on Broadway?
Yes.
I've heard of this because the
PPP.
TikTokers.
The one TikToker who's on Broadway a lot, Amber Valletta.
Amber Nardolino or whatever.
Yes.
And then the other one, the other boy TikToker who's in everything.
And they're both posting from backstage. A Back to the Future musical.
Isn't
How
the
is that
guy
gonna
playing
work?
Doc the gayest
Yes.
man in Broadway, but is actually straight and also has like
Christian Boyle.
Rumors.
What's his name?
Boral,
And-
but
weren't there
no.
rumors?
Was the original the voice of Hercules in the
He was the
animated
voice
Show
of
me a
Hercules.
picture
He
of
was in
him.
Desperate Housewives.
I remember that.
I can go the distance.
He's the gayest man
Why
in
don't
Broadway?
you sing that?
I can go the distance.
Send
I
that
think
to
you have
your
a
voice.
lovely
teacher.
voice.
You have a very loud voice.
Loud.
It
Louder,
carries.
louder.
You know what? All I heard was these two right here.
Oh well, your ears are pointing at him.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't hear what you had to say. Would you go see that? What musical are you interested in seeing if you were to go to New York?
Can I be honest with you right now? Right here, right now. I love musical theater.
Roger Bart.
Roger
Show me a picture.
Bart.
Roger Bart.
Yeah.
What a
Who
fucking
first
name! Would
name?
you
He was
change
a-
your name
he
to like
was a-
Roger? Bah!
Doesn't he look
He's
gay?
straight.
Doesn't he look gay as hell?
I've seen him in. What was he in? He was in
The
the
He was in
Producers.
Desperate
producers
Housewives.
and Desperate
Yeah.
Housewives.
He was obsessed with
and
Brie.
wasn't he also in one of those improv
Porns.
movies? All Dogs Go to Best in Show?
Young Frankenstein.
Yes, best in show,
Yeah.
right?
I think, or no, that was a different gay guy.
Listen, there's so many in
There's
the world.
so many gays.
I don't know.
So many
Listen,
gay straight
maybe we
guys.
should go back in the closet. Make room for others.
Honestly, I think it's time. We should all
I'm
just
happy to.
hang it up flat
I-
screen.
I love musicals. I love musical theater. I love listening to it. I love singing it. I don't like going. I want to go until intermission, and then I'm happy to leave.
Yeah.
What about the rest of the story?
I know
Sometimes
it.
they usually, sometimes you kind of know what's going to happen.
The only
by
musical
intermission.
that I would love to sit through 1,000 times is Wicked. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't pander.
No, I'm very serious. I think it's the world's most perfect musical. I think it is perfectly made in every way.
It is a spectacle.
It's a spectacle. You get the classic of the costumes and the scenes, and you get all these big group numbers, and it's Broadway, right?
Broadway.
But then you also get the sensual, the
yeah,
as long as your mind,
as long as your mind
just
kissing.
like sexy, and then you get to hear a woman scream until her voice stops working. Adina Menzel.
She really remember when Rent the movie came out?
Oh,
And they used the original cast.
Oh, man.
And they were all like
In
in
their
their
40s.
and they're supposed to be playing
Mid to late
20-year-olds.
30s.
you're
Except
not
for
paying your
Rosario
rent
Dawson.
at 40 and you live above a garage. Last year's rent.
Red!
Cold never bothered me. Well,
Yeah, but I don't like any of the new musicals that are coming out because they're all doing that, like, we're stripping the show down and it's just going to be a blank stage. and
Betty
nothing.
Boop.
Okay.
And it's like,
Sunset,
bitch, I want to
Sunset.
see
Sunset Boulevard. Nicole Scherzinger.
And
I was
I
just
know it's
gonna
coming
say.
over
Voice.
here, and I know it's going to be bad.
Is it murder?
But it's gonna be good.
Aren't they blood? Do they
Yeah,
blood?
she ends
They
it
blood
in
at the
blood.
end.
But I don't remember that from the movie.
Well, he drowns. Right?
The Notebook.
No,
on
that's-
Broadway.
You're thinking of
The
Great
Notebook.
Gatsby.
Nuh-uh.
He drowns
Sunset
at the end.
Boulevard. He drowns. They hit him over the head. He drowned. Right? Am I making that up?
I feel like no one dies in that.
It's only been out for
No, he
75 years. No
dies.
spoilers. No spoilers.
No spoilers, no spoilers.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
from like
was
70s.
I was in it. I was equity dance captain when I was in it, but I don't remember what happened.
You were Equity?
I was.
She was really good.
Yeah.
That's why she sounds so good. She's a great singing
Oh.
voice.
Oh, that's very.
You
kind.
really do. You're one of the best singers I've ever met in real life.
Thank you, but you're scaring me because
And-
you're
And
complimenting
I
me
hate
so
your
much.
hair.
Thank you.
I like that hair.
Thank
Hey,
you.
I would.
Where would they
You-
keep the equity cot for naps?
In the boys' dressing room because the boys' dressing room is always bigger than the girls' dressing room, which is sexist, and
Well,
it's
no,
why
bo-
I left
boys
equity.
have pants. Girls have little tiny skirts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They need
that's
more
true.
room for their
Yeah.
pants.
That's
They
true.
need room
their
for their
penises.
to
They're
swing
huge.
around.
Yeah, and they got them
Shoved into those dance belts.
Yeah.
in football.
Now, did boys stuff their dance belts to look a little bit more impressive? Because I know some ballerinas that did that. Ballerinos?
Doesn't the
Ballerinos?
ballerinos, yeah. Doesn't the dance belt have
Yeah, it
like
does.
a structure to it? So there's no point in stuffing
It's not
it.
structured.
It's
It's
just-
got a padding. It's like quilted.
So that it's just so that you don't
quicker
see
picker
the
upper.
lines. You
It's
don't
so
see
you don't
the
see the
VPL.
lines. Yeah, yeah.
The VP.
But I knew that some
What's
of
the
them
point
would
of
take.
it?
They would
So
take.
you don't see the lines of
the
the,
lines.
penis,
It's
but
not
they
to
can still wear
distract.
really tight.
So ballet isn't obscene.
And so people would take
See the muscle,
shoulder
the veining
pads,
in the quad
thin shoulder
muscles.
pads, and slide it in to give a little extra oomph. Oh no!
I don't know what has gotten into them, but some rugby federation has started a TikTok.
Oh.
And all they do is make horny videos
Mhm.
Gay
about the
baiting.
players, and it's just zoomed in on their legs as they're
Oh,
running.
yeah. That'll
That's
get me
the
going.
hottest thing I've ever seen.
Or when they
in my
lift them by
entire
their
life.
shorts, and it's just like,
Oh, yeah.
oh my god!
I mean, at that point, it's not even being gay anymore. It's about power.
You-
Those Squid Games movers
is.
guys do rugby.
they got those
Yeah.
Yeah,
thick
yeah,
butts.
yeah.
Now
Why-
there is an LA gay rugby league,
Yeah.
and I
No.
asked if they've ever won a game, and they have not. Ever
No,
won.
because they go to practice and,
And
then
then
they
they-
go
and they all
drink at
kiss,
the,
and then they all
and then they go
And then
kiss,
they all kiss.
and then they make a TikTok, and then they go to happy hour.
and then they go to happy hour, and then it's like, oh, okay.
I once went to one of their practices to drop money off to one of them, and like they're just hanging out.
For what?
What were you
Why did you
paying?
drop money off?
What were you doing?
For what?
For what?
Why would you ever?
Why would you do
Go
for a
to a
massage?
practice.
What were you paying for?
What were you-
I owed
For-
someone some money.
For
For what?
Services, good.
Services
Services
rendered.
rendered. For services rendered, and they
Servicing rendered.
They happened to be on the rugby team.
Have you ever gotten a massage and it ended with their
Yes.
penis in your butt?
Yes.
No, not in his butt.
No, it didn't end that way. That was in the middle.
I had
Their penis in your butt?
Yeah, or near it.
Do you do that? Are you versed?
Sometimes they knock on the door.
Is anybody
no one's
home?
home.